Hello, my dearest. Hey, you can still see the printer there. Hello, welcome. What up? Sorry I'm late. I was too busy, like, being a gangster and stuff, you know? Hello, everyone. Tony, come and go. Hello, Calf. I'm Lazb. Yoshi Spire. Hello, Joe Mama. Bro, why does this soundtrack go hard, though? Which soundtrack was it? Oh, hi, Aniv, Drolo, Richie. Nescaf, hello. Johnny, hello. Am I sick again? Probably. I hope I'm not, because I'm fucked if I am sick. I'm, like, actually fucked. Out of, like, you know, super omega fucked if I'm sick right now. Good morning, Nutty. Well, I should say evening. Oh, good evening. I don't know what time it is where you're at. Wait, what time is it where you're at? Let me Google that. Time in your location. Oh, very early morning. Hello, good morning. TTV, Galaxy Reaper. Hello. Why do you have so many clothes on? I don't like it. Take some of those off for the subs.
Nutty, why do you have so many clothes on? I don't like it. Take some off for the subs.
Because I'm like the biggest Boston Celtics fan. I just love Boston, okay? Crossover and stuff, you know, it's the basketball references. Hello, sweet beard. Cannabis, hello. Wallace Braga, hello. K Steyer, hello. Nomad. Imagine not giving me 50k of gear. Okay. Someone's getting a little bit greedy here. I think Niv is the most greedy viewer I've ever had. Hey, that door behind me is open. That's really ruining my immersion. Hello, Demaro. Hey, should we start printing something? You guys said you wanted a side angle of the 3D printer. So that's exactly what I did. I mounted the camera on the side, which is better. So you can see it now. It's not printing anything. Nutty, please say, Alexa, start my day. Alexa, set an alarm for 2 minutes from now. Yes. Alexa, set an alarm for 5 minutes from now. Yes. Alexa, set an alarm for 7 minutes from now. Yes. Alexa, set an alarm for 10 minutes from now. Did that work? I don't have, and whatever they called the Amazon one, I don't have Alexa. So I don't know if you need to confirm every time you make a new, you know? You know what I mean? It's alarm. Then, do you want to name it? Oh, and I just said yes. See? This is the exact reason. Okay, not exactly, but this is one of the reasons why I got rid of my Google Home. I gave it to my father, who actually uses it, he tells me. Because I had my Google Home, like the little tiny ones. I got it for free. Not for free. I got it as part of a promotion deal when I signed up for like eBay Plus. And they were sending out like little Google Homes. So I was like, hey, I'll do that. It's kind of worth it. And I hooked it up to the stream. I hooked up a second microphone to the Google Home. And then I asked it what the weather was one day. And if you don't know why that's a problem, if you have Google Home, go ask Google Home what the weather is right now. And then you'll understand why that's a problem. So as soon as that happened, I unplugged it immediately and I never used it ever again. Were you the one that put a heart on the sunrise pictures I posted on Bell's Discord? I posted 3 more pictures of some drawings we received from a once if you want to look real quick. I'll have a look at it. Guys, I need more paper. I'm on my last roll of paper. You give me a lot of insight into this industry. We were just sent these via once on our bubble. So again, these are exclusive pictures that are not going to be shown on our IG. Oh, I want those finger puppets. I won't show them on stream if they're exclusive. Yo, those are cool. Everyone from us saw you managed to capture a sunrise off to the distance. Oh, that's the photo it's based off. Amazing. I won't show this. Well, I feel so important because no one else gets to see these photos. Anyway, what are you guys saying? Hello, Mr. Thompson. When I stomp on your foot. Hello, Zeno. Yeah, dude, I love the Celtics. They're like the best. Tell me all about like Bradley Stevens. He's like the best, right? Hey, thanks, Alex Slicks. Thanks for 5 months. Hey, Nutty, I follow you since you were a nobody and before getting know by all the hot girls in the e-girls world. Nice to see your evolution. Yeah, dude, all of the girls come up to me and they're like, ew. Which I think is French for, oh my. I think it's French. So yeah. It's cool. My entire address was on stream and I was like, well, I'll just die because moving will...
Daddy chill.
Daddy chill. Nutty, what do I eat for breakfast? Cereal is what I was gonna say.
Woo.
Daddy chill. Fuck, I love that video. Hello, Boston B617. Nice hoodie, bro. Dude, this is one of my favorite hoodies, but I fucking hate the Celtics. I actually hate the Celtics. It's just because it's very warm and it's very comfortable. That's why I like this. I need to get more of these types of jackets. Guys, I have no sense of fashion whatsoever. I spend my money on everything that you see here. Outside of that, I don't spend my money on fuck all of anything else, okay?
Nutty, don't forget to get more thermal paper.
Yes, I will. Look, if you guys can find me a place to buy thermal paper that is like cost effective, because a lot of the places to buy thermal paper are like, yeah, it's $1 per roll, but you got to buy like 50 rolls. I'm like, I'm not buying 50 rolls of thermal paper. So if you guys, Australian based, thank you. If there are places to buy thermal paper for a reasonable price, hey, how about we set that as a donation goal, yeah? Dono goal, thermal paper. What's the fuss about
local Subway and ask for like 2 rolls?
What's the fuss about StreamerBot alpha version going around with your name? Nice features. My name? Well, we could talk about the StreamerBot stuff again today if you want. Perhaps there's even some new stuff that wasn't there the last stream. But there's a big... I'm happy to talk about the new streamer bot because I haven't been able to talk about it for a few months, but now I can.
Thank you for your Naughty VOD streamer bot videos. I set up a cool feature cause of them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, post in the Discord and then I'll have a look at them. We'll be back in a minute. We have early. You know what? I was gonna message you yesterday and be like, "Yo, don't you have to like do rehearsals?" I'm like, "Don't you have a show like actually tonight? Like tonight?" So you just answered my question. How many rolls have you used so far? I've been trying to curb my OCD, but what I used to do was I would keep all of the used up rolls of thermal paper.
Daddy, chill.
So whenever I answer your guys' most basic questions, I always answer them like with a 30-minute response. So I have a container of all of the used up rolls of thermal paper. It's up there. I could grab it if you want. And we can count how many rolls I've gone through. But like the last 2 rolls, I've been throwing them away. One of the things that I have is like OCD. And so I collect really stupid things for no reason. And I'm trying to break that habit. So I was like, why am I keeping all of these rolls of thermal paper like that I'm never going to use? So I started throwing them away. But yeah. Do you guys want to guess how many I've used? Whole widget tutorial when? It's on Patreon. You have to pay me because that's why I'm trying to make money off you guys. Daddy chill. Should daddy chill? Alright guys, vote in the poll. Should daddy chill? Haha, sex. Do you have a Staples or Office Depot over there? We do not have Staples or Office Depot. Those are American or like
sex.
at least North American stores. Should daddy chill? Daddy chill? What even the hell is that? Office Works has $30 for... I don't need 24 rolls though. It's like... That's the thing. Nobody ever buys individual thermal paper rolls. You know what I mean? I only need like 10. I just need 10. I don't need to get 24. Although that could be a challenge. I'm like, hey guys, you got 24 rolls of thermal paper. Like that seems like such a waste to get 24. I'm never gonna use that many. Just ask Kohl's or Woolies for a roll. Bro, do you know anything about me? I'm too scared. You know? I'm one of those people that like when you go to order your food, I'm like get all shy and stuff because I lack any sort of social intellect whatsoever. They're like, okay, welcome to KFC. Can I take your order? 10 wicked wings, please. That's 10. Okay, I don't know how to talk to people. I lack social intelligence. Do you guys want to guess how many rolls of thermal paper I've used? I will count them. I'll get them down if you want. Am I streaming ultra wide? I am. I'm streaming at 2:1 aspect ratio, and it's kind of annoying. I've been considering redoing my whole OBS setup in 4K, but then I'll just downscale it to 1080p for YouTube, for Twitch. Because if I set my canvas to 4K, it means I can set my YouTube videos to 4K. Hello, Space Hobo. Just a printer roll heist. 14? Actually, that's a pretty good guess. I'll pull it down now. Put your guesses for how many rolls. Just add 2 to what I count.
Haha, sex.
Let's have a count. I think 14 is really close. All right. I used an ultra wide but added graphics. Well, my monitor is 16:9. I just made my OBS canvas wider. Because I'm like, yo, dude, it's so cinematic, even though it isn't. All right, here we go, guys. 5. That's 5. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10. That's 11. And then, like I said, I threw the last 2 away, so it's add 2. So actually, you were right. I am on my 14th roll. I am on my 14th roll of thermal paper since I've added the thermal paper to the stream. Does it cause more performance if OBS canvas is higher resolution than the stream? It means that you're okay. So let me explain a little bit about how OBS works. Okay, so OBS, the 2 primary things that OBS needs to do, are rendering and encoding. So rendering is the process of like assembling your scenes together and putting your camera and everything where you want it and just rendering out that scene. So it's like, it's the canvas. They're painting the canvas for you, okay? That process is rendering. That's done on your GPU. No matter what any settings you put in OBS, that is a graphics thing. The graphics portion of your computer handles the rendering. And then separate to that is a process called encoding. So basically what encoding does is your computer isn't like sending every single frame over your internet, because that's dumb. That's an insane amount of data. Okay, a 1080p image 60 times per second, every second for like hours and hours. That's a huge amount of data. So the process of encoding is basically taking your rendered scene and squishing it down so that the amount of data is smaller. Small enough that it can be pumped out through the internet. You know what I mean?
Nutty, please tell us about the Reddit drama.
I don't give a fuck about drama, okay? I'm so sick of drama. I uninstalled Twitter from my phone today. I'm so done with everything. So yeah, that's encoding. Now, why did I tell you that? Okay, does it cost performance if OBS Canvas is a higher resolution than the stream? The answer is yes, because even if you're only streaming at 1080p, you're still rendering a 4K screen. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that well enough for you guys to understand. Why is Twitch bad? I actually don't know, and I don't fucking care about talking about it. If you look at my Twitter, I uninstalled Twitter from my phone. I'm fucking done with the whole streaming, like, community. I'm, like, actually done. I muted, like, so many people. I unfollowed a bunch of people. And then I added, like, it wasn't even enough. I just wanted to use Twitter to, like, follow basketball stuff and stuff about, like, keyboards and whatever. And I can't stay away from any of that, so I just deleted it. I deleted it from my phone. I was like, I fucking I hate this platform. I added blocked words for Twitch, partner, streaming, Kick. I should have had Trovo in there. I added all of these muted words because I was like, I don't want to fucking hear about any of this ever, okay? So yeah. Thought he was supposed to follow. Okay, what's your Twitter? I'll follow you on Twitter. I won't mute you, okay? Hey, Calf, can you shout yourself out? I feel like you should do that. Okay. You also need to add Rumble. Hello, Crazy Legs, Jan. Dude, I don't even know what your Twitter even is. What is your Twitter? Oh. Day caffeine. Okay, I got it. I need more, like, wholesome shit on my Twitter. Like, the wholesome memes page. I need more shit like that. I can't. The NBA has... Okay, this is what I want to follow. This is what I want to keep Twitter for this. The NBA suspended Ja Morant for 25 games. Only? Bro. 25 only? That's lame. Oh, man. I was hoping it would be at least like half the season. Anyway. Do you have an opinion about Kick? I don't care. I don't give a fuck about any of these platforms. I'm sorry if I like am coming off as rude or cold, but like I'm sincerely mean it when I am sick of talking about these platforms and all of like comparing them. Because I just don't care about anything anymore. I think who was it? Someone focused sloth on Twitter. He asked me like, yo, what's your opinion on Twitch and YouTube? And I thought about it for quite a bit. And I basically came to the conclusion that I just don't view streaming that way. Like I don't feel like I am on the same wavelength as like anybody in the streaming space at all. Because I don't view streaming in like this platform versus that platform.
Close your mouth. All right, now open your mouth.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't view streaming in that way. Where I care about the platforms specifically. I just want to create shit. That's like, I just want to create stuff. I just want to tell people about stuff I've discovered about streaming and OBS and like have fun and everything. And I don't care about like any of the conversations people are having. I just feel like nobody on Twitter actually wants to create shit anymore. So that's why I'm just done. I don't want to talk about it. My canvas is 2K. I'm streaming at 1080p, so I could get more performance out of it if I bring the screen down 1080p as well. Yeah, you could. So on my second PC. Hello, this is second PC Land. Hello, are we on second PC Land? You can hear that? This actually is 4K. Like it's a 4K canvas. And it uses more of the GPU. It actually uses quite a bit of GPU to do all that shit. So yeah. Hello, Tia Games. Thank you. Thanks for watching the YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm working on 5 videos right now. Do you want proof? Okay. I always feel bad because every time I get on stream, I feel like you guys think I've just been sitting on my ass and not doing anything. And I feel like I need to justify myself. I have been working behind the scenes, despite the fact that I always put myself down and act like I don't work hard. But like, here's the video. Dude, this is 14 minutes. Here's another video, 13 minutes. Here's another video, 9 minutes. Here's another video. Like, I just need to edit all this stuff. You'll get some stuff soon, okay? I promise. I did buy more filament today. I bought a bunch of stuff that I needed. I bought more filament. That's it. I didn't have anything else that I wanted to tell you guys. Media Player Classic has a dark mode. Yeah, it does. But I'm still using bad Media Player. I have it on my other computer. Oh, Doro! Are you winning, son? Are you winning, daughter? Oh, thanks, Doro. Thanks for subbing. Are you, like, exhausted? Because I feel like you've been doing shit for, like, weeks. And then now you're done with that, right? Thanks, Doro, for giving me money for free. Yes, streamer. Yes. Yes, queen. I saw part of Pokey's blog, or vlog rather. I saw that Pokey went to the Philippines. Is she even there anymore? Pokey, my queen. May I ask StreamerBot a question? It's a simple question. Yeah, you can ask any question. It's just I can't promise to be able to answer it. But yeah, you can ask anything. I still have work to catch up on. Me too. I shouldn't be streaming right now because I'm not going to be able to work tomorrow. I'm doing some shit tomorrow as well. So like, yeah. So I definitely should be working right now. Yeah, the Boracay trip. Dude, Pokey's been messaging me on Instagram, guys. Okay? I don't want to brag or anything, but me and Pokey have been like... She's been messaging me all the time. Here, let me show you proof, okay? I have definitive proof that Pokey talks to me, okay? Here, definitive proof. See? Look, she's talking to me, guys. She's talking to me. And me only. It's definitely only me. It's strange because she titled the chat 212k members, which is a really strange name for the title of our personal chats together. So that's interesting. I don't know what this 212k members thing means. What's rumored? Is there a way to create a counter per user and not global counter, like a counter how many times someone redeemed hydrate per user? I can give you the simple answer of yes. I don't actually know how to do it. I know with a little bit of research I could figure it out though, but I know that doesn't help you out. But if you like, it can be done. Yes. Sorry, that doesn't help you at all. Totally legit proof. All seems one. Yeah, dude, she keeps messaging me like so needy, right? Parasocial relationship at its finest. No, dude, yeah, dude, guys, exactly what that means. You should start a group chat too where fans can interact with you. Nah, dude, every time I'd post something, you guys would react with like the vomit emote. The ah! Hello, Sig So Wavy. Gotcha, I'll continue to play around with it. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better answer other than you can do that, but yeah. You should start a group chat. What do you guys want to talk about? That's exactly what I'd message all you guys. You guys want to... Should I start a 3D printing Instagram account? Look at the stuff I 3D printed, guys. Is that cool? I 3D printed this so I don't have to take out the huge ass boxes for my Switch games. It's just here.
I see bananas when I look in your eyes. I'll show you with coconut cream peas. A love like ours don't grow on trees. Our love is like a summer breeze. Can't you see we're meant to be? Our love is stronger than a golden banana. Our love is stronger than a golden banana. Stronger
oh
than
my
a
god!
golden banana.
Nova Charter. Yo, you think this is a lot of stream decks? Sig So Wavy? Let me show you a screenshot real quick. You think that's a lot of stream decks? Oh my god, I might be getting my iPad soon. I've made a little bit of progress on the iPad thing, guys. If you know, you know. You think that's a lot of stream decks? Check this out. Boom! And I have one more that's not even in this picture. At one point, I had them all plugged in at the same time. Giveaway when, streamer? Believe it or not, I actually use all of these except for one. And the one that I don't use, I use it for recording YouTube videos, so I don't have to use my real stream deck. I'm very privileged as a streamer, guys. If I did a giveaway from a stream deck, I wouldn't give away one of the ones I have. I just ask Elgato to give you guys one. I've done that before. They would probably say yes if I did it again. It's like an addiction. No, it's called being a privileged YouTuber.
Get
I just
ready
asked
to
him, like, yo,
close
give me a
your
stream
mouth.
deck. Hey, guys, shut up, okay?
All right, now open your mouth.
All right, shut up, okay? Check this out. You guys ready? I have been printing this. Okay? I printed this. You like it? He doesn't have arms yet, okay? I need to print the arms. It's just like, it's nothing, okay? That's it. There's nothing at all. I mean, you know? Guys, I need a better spring. Where do you get good springs for this? You know what spring I use for this? For this thing that I totally won't tell you what it is? I got, I took a pen that wasn't working and I took the spring out of it. I took the spring out of a pen that wasn't working. And it kind of works, but he's limp. Guys, he's limp. And his arms don't do that because I haven't printed his arms. I actually tried to print one of his arms yesterday and it was my first print that was a failure. It all got tangled up and stuff, so I need to change the settings for the print, which we can do right now. We got the 3D printer here. But like, guys,
Pin
do
his
you,
spring.
for people that are like experts with like crafting things, what kind of spring is this? Is this like a tension spring? Like, what do you call this type of spring that can like do that? Sorry, I will do it with this so I don't get banned. What do you call the type of spring that can do that? Because I need to buy springs like that. Bro, relax. I was searching for like tension springs on AliExpress. Dude, they can't ban me for this because it's part of my culture, okay? So if they did that, that would be ignorant on their part, right? So, but yeah. Hey, thanks,
Get
Zarkov.
ready to close your mouth. All right, now open your mouth.
Thanks, Zarkov, for subbing for 2 months. Thanks for the Prime sub. I looked up compression springs, but I'm like, I have springs for like my keyboard. So you know how I like build keyboards and stuff. So I have a lot of spare springs, but the springs are like way too weak. They're way too weak. So I don't know what like, and I don't know if compression springs are what I want, because compression springs push out, right? They push out. But don't I want tension springs, the ones that pull in? Isn't that what I want? I don't know what type of spring it's called. Yeah, so the tension springs here, it seems more like a tension spring. Because without like the end pieces like that. Because if you look at it, I gotta stop pulling this out because I'm gonna get banned. But if you look at the spring, just ignore the penis, okay? If you ignore it's like, it's one of those pull out ones. You know what I mean? I need a spring like that, and I need it to be firm. Helical springs? What about pen spring? This is a pen spring, or you mean penis spring. Hello, Sir 87. Thanks, compression one. That adds force the more you compress. I don't know if it has to be, I don't even think if it matters whether it's compression or tension. It just needs to be firm. Something that like holds its bendiness. It's very stiff, you know? And like a pen spring isn't stiff enough. But this has been a really weird conversation, guys. I've been talking about barrel men for the past 10 minutes, so that's pretty weird. You don't think it matters? So yeah. But I don't know, like, what is the property I need to be looking for if I want something firm? You know what I mean? Because for compression spring, at least for keyboards, they have like a weight in grams, but that's probably not what I want. Like, what is the property of the spring that I need? The Viagra strength. Hey, let's print out the arms, okay? So we got 3D printing cam here. If you guys missed last stream, I am officially a multi-room streamer. The printer is in a different room, so I'm very excited. To be a multi-room streamer. Isn't that sick? Oh, thanks for adding that emote. Wide Boris. So let's do the arms, but I'm not going to be able to attach the the arms today. Because I was doing a test, like, if I can print out this barrel man, can I do, like, a massive one? I'll buy, like, brown filament and print, like, an enormous one. I have to grab the SD card because this printer is not Wi-Fi enabled, so I need to step out of the room. This room is in the mansion down the street. I own this whole lot right here. I live in a cul-de-sac that, and I own every home on the cul-de-sac. So, like, you know, I got a dedicated house for 3D printing. So I got to go down the street to my 3D printing house. So, yeah. Okay, let me read this. Before we continue, let me read what I know is going to be a gold message. All right, what does this shit say? Thanks, Hyperwork, for 37 months. Not going to be active on Discord tonight. I'm taking a shower, a real one, in half an hour. Wouldn't expect a lot of you to understand anyway. So please don't DM me asking where I am. I'm taking a shower, okay? You'll most likely get aired because I'll be in the shower. Again, I don't expect you to understand. I wouldn't. You're right. I wouldn't understand. What is that even? Hey, I added a new feature to StreamerBot. Or maybe I didn't. I might have lost it. Can somebody type in angle bracket, message deleted, close angle bracket? Oh, wait, it's not going to work. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fix it. I lost my settings from last stream because my streamer bot got corrupted. So I'm going to have to redo it again. Okay. Message ID. All right, it takes like 30 seconds for me to code this. Hold on. Okay, and then cph.twitch delete chat message. True. All right, type it in. Type in message deleted. Why am I banned? Is it not working? Hey, why isn't it working? Did I do the code wrong? Keep doing it. Message ID. Why isn't it working? No space. Message deleted. Edit trigger. It was a really funny thingy. The message should be this. You gotta type in this exactly. It's gotta be that, whatever I posted. Because I made a meme where, because some people will type in message deleted. And so I made it so that it actually deletes your message. Here's the code. Oh, maybe I have to set it to false. I don't think that matters, does it? All right, how about now? Keep doing it. Keep doing the message deleted. I wanna. Am I like not connected to Twitch? Oh man, why doesn't that work? All right, hold on. This was supposed to take 5 seconds. This is supposed to take 5 seconds. Maybe there's something in my logs. Key not found. Key not found exception. What? You're lying to me. Keep going, guys. It's gonna work. It's gonna be hilarious, okay? It's gonna be like so funny for all of 2 seconds. Oh shit. Okay. I'm an idiot. I press Control V to paste, but then I let go of V. I mean, I let go of Control and I only put a V in here, so that's why that didn't work. Okay, now it will work. Marriage deleted. V. Good one, guys. You know what would be even better? Because me as a moderator, whenever I delete someone's message, it says click to show. So I can do another one that says click to show. I'm gonna do that actually. Hold on, shut up. Let's do that. Wait. Click to show. Put each command prefix on its own line. All right, someone do click to show. Someone type in click to show.
V-oh no, I accidentally left V in instead of my original message because I pressed Control V to paste, but accidentally let go of the Control button. Oh darn.
Oh no. Oh darn. I'm the greatest troll in the world, guys. Some reason when I zoom and follow my on same hotkey, it doesn't follow. Interesting. I don't know how to fix that. Guys, I am so hilarious. All right, let's go print these arms, okay? Let's have fun today. Yeah, okay. Would you guys like to see the stuff that I 3D printed? I use an entire... Okay, never mind. I won't do it then. Message received. I thought it was gonna be a working stream. No, I'm not gonna. I don't like editing on stream. If I'm gonna work, I'm just gonna work off stream. If I try to do work on stream, it's gonna be boring, and I might as well just not stream it. I'm having fun, streamer. Okay, let's add some adhesion. I don't know if I need supports, but let's add some supports. Grid infill pattern, sure. All right, how long will this take to print? 14 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. You're gonna see my hands. I'm gonna grab the SD card. 1 second. It's down the street, okay? I ran as fast as I could, guys. I bought a fuckload of new rings, guys. You guys want to see the new rings that I bought? Hey, Calf, I got one of those pinky rings that you told me to get. I got it sized for my pinky. Sorry, if you guys are hoping that I'd have an interesting stream today, I don't know why it took a pictures then. That's weird. Oh, I think I have a voice command that takes a picture. That's awkward. Hold on. I don't know where that took a picture to. Anyway, you guys want to check out the rings that I got? This is going to be great when it texts to speeches.
Let's say, hypothetically, I am a Barbie girl. Okay, let's even say I'm in a Barbie world. Right, so, in this scenario, I would obviously know from personal experience that life in plastic is fantastic. Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume you could brush my hair and undress me literally everywhere? Imagination. You can derive from the fundamentals of basic logic that life is your creation.
I got these two rings. This one is a pinky ring. It looks not like the Sol pinky ring, but it looks close enough. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. K-Streamer, did you have to ride your e-scooter? Yeah, I had to ride my e-scooter. Whoever knows about 3D printers, maybe you can help me out. I think the filament detector
Rings are nice.
doesn't work. So I've talked to Elugu, and the customer support is amazing because they messaged me back like very, very quickly, and they will send me a new filament detector. Okay, let's print this out. Bro, I feel like I've heard Ben Shapiro do that Barbie girl text-to-speech thing, which is really funny because I don't like that guy. Okay. Let's do the right arm. Okay, let's pull out the right arm. I don't like Ben Shapiro, obviously, but I love the Ben Shapiro AI voices when they make him say dumb shit. Ben Shapiro Barbie girl. It's so stupid. Anyway, OMG, it's real. That's what I'm saying. It sounds so real. It doesn't sound AI generated. Yeah, I like I like using AI to make people I don't like say things that are funny. Okay. We're gonna start a print. Give me a second. Did you guys see that? The TikTok ending sound was icing on the cake. Yeah, I like watching. I like listening to Trump play Minecraft with like Biden and Obama. That's the fun. I like it because it lets me live in a world where they have likable personalities. Hello, Tanya Papaya. Nutty's whole channel is a figment of my imagination. Oh my god. You know how we talked one day about making my voice AI generated? Like, not AI generated, but having a text-to-speech of my own voice? I've got something that is being worked on behind the scenes that could potentially make that a reality. I haven't had time to work in it yet, but it could become a reality. I always need that AI hotness. All right, the thermal printer, not thermal printer, the 3D printer is heating up. You should see it moving in the next 5 minutes. Loggers. I got a bunch more filament. What else can we print, guys? You want to see all the stuff that I have printed? I printed some coasters. I showed you guys this last stream, so you guys don't care about this. I could have got these. It would have been faster for me to order coasters off Amazon, and it would have arrived quicker than this would have printed, but it makes me feel good that I printed these. Print a Metroid. I've been printing like functional pieces, things that are actually have a functional purpose. But I would like to print models of stuff, but I feel like if I'm going to do that, I shouldn't print it in black because then you can't see the details. So it'd be nice to print a Metroid. I think we can print that Crocomire. Oh my god, wait. Crocomire 3D Sketchfab. Is this something I can download? Loading 3D model. First project. I had fun making. I don't think this is anything I can download. But it would be sick if I could print this though, right? But I wouldn't print it in black. I would buy red filament to do this. Don't read up on Gridfinity. You won't print anything else after you discover it. Speaking from experience. Okay, you know that I'm going to do that, right? Is this some kind of Rule 34 shit? Cosplay Nutty builds Samus suit. Dude, it's hard to do that. Like, my 3D printer is big enough where I could print out a whole ass cosplay suit. But in order for that to actually look good, you need to be very good at painting. There's this dude. There's this dude on YouTube that printed a Metroid helmet, and it looks amazing. But the amount of skill needed to paint it is crazy. Like, he paints it to look metallic. Like, look, Mandalorian. I love Mandalorian. You know, I love space film. Like, it looks like it's shiny metal, but it's just because of the way he's printed it. I mean, the way he's painted it, rather. And then he did one for, like, a Metroid helmet, and it looks sick. But I would never be able to print something like this. Where's his Metroid helmet? I call it Metroid helmet. Samus? Yeah, he printed a Samus helmet. And my printer's big enough that I could do this. But, like, there's no way I would be able to paint it like that. That looks so good. It looks real. Put on your head, homie. That looks so good. I can't believe that's like 3D printed, and I could technically do that, but I don't have the skill to do so. Because I have a 3D Samus helmet, but I can't wear it. My one is not a wearable helmet. Dude, I can't believe the company that makes these just sent me one. No strings attached. He just came in my stream one day. He's like, yo, I'm sending you one of these. Couldn't believe it. Can't remember who told me to watch the Saga of Evil Tanya. Was it here? Has anyone seen it? What's that? Are you in it? Check this out. Not relevant to you, but I had someone 3D print me this for my espresso setup. Oh, yeah? Ooh. I'm not a big coffee person. Isn't this the thing that they use to go like... What do they call that process? Teach me about coffee. I was about to ask you the dumbest question in the world, which was, are you a coffee person? And that was like a really stupid question, so I'm not gonna... Tamping. Isn't tamping when you smush it down? Or is this also part of that process? Yeah, I could print this. Yeah, I could print one of these. What do I get? What do I get? The little spiky things. Yeah, it's a wide Doro tool. This distributes and breaks up clumps before tamping. What does WDT mean? What does it mean? What I mean? WDT? Ooh, it's moving, guys. It's moving. Needles. You can buy those needs online. They're acupuncture needles, actually. Interesting. I've never done acupuncture before. Do you guys like those head massager things? Do you guys actually like how those feel? I love those. It makes people squirm, but for me, I love it. Boo! Yeah, I wanted to make a scene. I wish Exeldra was here because I have a question for him that's OBS related. I hate bothering him with questions, though. Weiss distribution technique. Coffee people need to teach me more about coffee. I just don't know anything about making good coffee.
Haha, sex.
Like when they grind the beans and everything. 69. Is that a WDT? Hello. I am Pete's. Needs a Chem X. Who's Chem X? Who dat? Holy shit, the Streamlabs thing is the funniest shit ever. I don't think it's funny. You trying to make fun of me? Guys, I put so much effort into my stream layout, okay? Hashtag give all streamers minimum wage, Twitch. ChemX is a pour over setup. I use a V60. What's a V60? Are you guys one of those people, like at the water cooler, that are like, I'm just not myself till I've had my coffee? Are you guys one of those people? First and last time I had coffee was 3474 days ago. Why are you counting how many days? Also, how many years is that? 3474. That feels like 10 years. Yeah, 9.5. Why are you counting that? Just go for specialty coffee and you're going to be good to go. It's top tier coffee. From there you can start learning more about methods, sensory notes, etc., etc. I'm going to be one of those annoying coffee people on stream. No, I just have inattentive ADHD and coffee helps stimulate me. Coffee typically doesn't work for me, and it's because I don't sleep enough, but lately it actually has been working for me. So now I kind of understand why people do that. Because I'm not a scientist or anything like that, or a doctor, but it makes sense to me that, like, I don't think coffee will do shit for you if you physically just don't have enough sleep. Like, it's not going to make you more alert or attentive. Hi, which Elegoo printer is that? It's a Neptune 3 Max. I know they just announced the Neptune 4, but they did have a massive version of it. This is the Max model, so it's a really big printer. Yeah, thanks. I am Hail of Pint. Im half pint. Oh, I'm half pint. I know how to read, guys. I know how to read, guys. Yes, that bitch is me. I need you to wait till my coffee is half full before asking me questions at work. Don't even talk to me until I've had my coffee. Everybody around me is a coffee drinker and I don't like it at all, so I put a timer thing with the date. You know what, like at my previous place of employment, they would always make fun of me because I was the only... I was like the only developer that doesn't drink coffee. It's not like I don't drink coffee, like I drink it. It's just I don't rely on it. But maybe I should. No, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Don't talk to me unless I've had my nutty, guys. Good job at reading. Thanks. I've tried my best and it didn't work. All right, let's see if this printer is printing good. I printed this arm without supports and it totally fucked up the print. It was the first print I've done which majorly failed. You like the Neptune so far? Any issues with it? So keep in mind, this is my first 3D printer ever. I've never owned any other 3D printer, but it's been easy to use. I didn't know a lot about 3D printing like 2 weeks ago. I've learned a lot in the past week. I printed a lot of stuff that has been useful. I designed my own, I designed this. I went from having no experience modeling anything for 3D printers to designing this stand that took me 15 minutes to do. I just used Tinkercad for this. I designed this I had to print this like 4 times to get the size of the hole just perfect. But I wanted a stand for my candy bomb, and it just fits. And I designed this in like 10 minutes. It was really easy. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the face, guys. I don't know why my Joe Biden face isn't working. Designing the hole just perfect so the stick fits. Yeah, it was like, it has to be really precise. Like, I had to make the hole exactly 28.5 millimeters wide. Any narrower,
Sex.
too tight. Any wider, and it's too wide. So I got it just, it took a lot of tries to get this right. But I'm proud that I'm proud that I was able to take something, design it, and just have something. It just exists. It's not something that you can buy. It's just, I'm the only person in the world that has that. Yeah. There's one component of the 3D printer which I believe isn't working, but Elegoo is going to send me a replacement piece and hopefully it works. So I also designed this. This is the thing I'm most proud. I'll read that sub in a second, but thank you. This is the thing I'm most proud of printing so far. It was like the first thing I printed. I designed this too. The very first thing I designed or 3D modeled, I printed it and it was perfect first try. The first print was perfect. I need to fix the lights. Here, I'll show you on the other setup because it's easier. Alright, let me show you. Let me show you over here, okay? I got more space to work with here. So, I have Stream Deck pedals, yeah? So I have 2 Stream Deck pedals because I feel like 3 buttons isn't enough. So Elgato sent me 2 of them. So thanks for giving me that. That's very cool of you. But I hate that they slide around on the floor separately. I want them to just be physically stuck together. You know what I mean? Just stick them together. That's what I want. So I designed like this connector plate. Now, my 3D printer is not big enough to print this in one piece, like the anime. So I had to print them in separate pieces. But I just designed this little plate, okay, with like furniture sliders at the bottom. And the holes line up with like the feet on the bottom. So you just stick the holes, you stick the feet into the holes like that. All right, just like that. And then just get the other one. You just stick it like that. And then they slide as if they're one piece. Isn't that sick? I'm so happy with this because it was like exactly what I wanted, and it was like first try. It was like a 10-hour print, but it's perfect. I'm so happy with this. Oh. That cost me like $800 for that one print. How do you measure the holes? I literally used like the shittiest. I was afraid that I wasn't gonna measure it accurately. I just have one of these shitty tape measures, like a retractable tape measure. Right? Just a retractable tape measure. I just used that. Did some rough measurements. And then I wrote it down on a piece of paper. This was my schematic. This is my little schematic that I drew. It's very, very sophisticated, guys. Very sophisticated schematics. And I just designed it. It took me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to make it in Tinkercad. No experience. I just did it. Get a caliper, digital one? I have one. It's a really cheap one. I don't know how accurate it is. I also printed this. It's a shell for my mouse that has holes in it. So that's cool. Look at that. It's for weight reduction. It's, you know. You have the file for that? For which thing, Lebo1? For which thing? This is a job for CAD, Cordboard Aided Design. Yep. The mouse cover, I found that on Thingiverse. It's for a G305. Okay, so let me teach you about gaming mice, guys. In the next month or two, I'm gonna get really annoying about gaming mice. You know how I'm really annoying when it comes to IEMs, keyboards, K-pop apparently? You know how I'm like super annoying about all those things? In the next 2 months, I'm gonna get really annoying about gaming mice because I have a couple of mice coming in. Anyway, so let me teach you about gaming mice, okay? For people that don't know. So a big thing in the mouse community for like competitive gaming is lightweight mice. So all of the newest gaming mice that come out, there are always going to advertise like the weight of their mice, and the lighter it is, the better. Okay, and so this mouse is typically 100 grams, which is a lot. Okay, so there's some mods that I did to this. Number one is I replaced the shell with one that has holes. That's why a lot of gaming mice you see nowadays have holes. The holes are for weight reduction. It's stupid because this only saves 2 grams. Who the fuck cares about 2 grams? But I do, so that's what I did. Like, and I also replaced the battery with a AAA battery. It takes AA batteries. It takes AA batteries. Boo! But I put in a piece of foil. I put in a piece of foil here. And then I put the battery, and that saves like 20 grams. So I basically made this mouse a 75 gram mouse with some simple modding. I usually use this mouse without the cover on to reduce the weight. So I use the mouse like this, but if I wanted to look cooler, I have this 3D printed shell. So it has holes, even though the holes aren't very practical. Anyway, no one asked for any of that information. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hey Nutty, it's been a bit since you uploaded your Stream Deck showcase, but I was wondering why you didn't show off the back monitor Stream Deck. Because the video was so fucking long. You'll notice in the video, at some point in the video, I was like, oh yeah, later on I'm going to show you my recording profile for my Stream Deck. And I just never talked about that part because the video was like 21 minutes long. And I was like, let me just leave this part out and hopefully nobody notices. But yeah, I didn't talk about the back screen monitor Stream Deck. Oh, that's another thing. I 3D printed this too. So I have like a mount, like a proper mount here now. It used to be like a piece of wood and some Velcro, but now it's like a proper 3D printed mount. But yeah, in my video, I didn't talk about the Stream Deck that's attached to this monitor. However, I recorded a video the other day where you guys have been asking me for this. I talk about my whole vertical monitor setup and show you guys how you can set that up for your stream. And part of that is I talk a little bit about what I did with my Stream Deck. But I didn't really do a lot with this Stream Deck. It's just you can change scenes. That's basically it. So, can I know what kind of monitor it is? I think if you type in ! touchscreen, it might tell you what the model is. But yeah, one of the videos I recorded, it will be out in July, is about this monitor. Shows you how to set it all up. Talks about how I like what I did. So I gotta do the B-roll for the video, and yeah, I gotta do a lot of editing this weekend. By the way, I might not stream on Monday just because of how far behind I am on editing. I'm very far behind on what I need to do, guys. So I made an announcement on Discord saying that, like, if I'm not even going to announce when I don't stream. Like, if I'm just busy, I'm just not going to stream. So don't be surprised if I skip streams here and there. If you ever are expecting me to stream and I don't stream, it's because I'm busy editing stuff. That's the reason. I just put that announcement out there because I felt bad being like every 2 days, oh, I'm too busy, guys. So just like for the next 2 months or so while I try to catch up on all my work, I may skip streams here and there. Weren't you ahead last week? No, I was not. I was very far behind. Who asked? I do not care. Instead, everyone believes. Oh, the arm is printed. All right, let's take the arm out. Officially a multi-room streamer, guys. Okay. Let's take the arm out. Hello, eggs. I'm having a lot of fun with this 3D printer, guys. This was a good purchase. Is it okay if I give it a try and make a version of the foot pedal print that uses less filament? Scorpion King, if you want, I'll give you my model so that you can work off that. And yeah, absolutely, go for it. Here's something I want to actually, if you want to make an improvement on this design, let me give you an idea of something you can improve. So one of the things, if you have, does anyone here even have Stream Deck pedals, or even better, has 2 of them? Because like I'm one of the few people in the world that probably have like 2 of these. One of the improvements that I want to make for this design is someone designed something like this. So this is basically a spacer. And so what the spacer does is you can put it here, right? And because the USB cable sticks out, I'm constantly knocking the USB cable and it fucks up the connection. So somebody made this little spacer here so like it protects the USB cable. So I thought that was a really great design. So I printed one of them off, and I was thinking of like adding to this design. Maybe we can add some kind of protection to the USB cable. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but yeah. But yeah, if you want to work in this design and design something that uses less filament, yeah, go for it. This is not an optimal design, but it's just like the first thing I came up with, and I think it does use a lot of filament. It took me like 10 hours to print it. But yeah, I'm proud of it. Okay, let me go start printing the left arm. Oh my god, I don't know which arm I printed, guys. Guys, I don't know which arm I printed. Alright, let me go print the other thing. Let me go print the other thing, yeah. All right, let's remove this. I don't have a zoom in. I don't have any pedals at this desk.
My name is Nutty, and I am Jesus.
Hello, it's hello Jane. What's the topic of today? I mean, I usually talk about whatever I want. There's no topic. You can ask me whatever you want. I just go with the flow. But hey, thanks for coming by. How did you find me? Should try printing something big in vase mode. What the hell's that? You know what I actually want to print? I want to print a mount for my Elgato mic. Sorry, a shock mount. I know they sell shock mounts, and like I'm a privileged YouTuber. I could literally just go and ask them and be like, "Yo, send me a shock mount." But I still want to. I just want to 3D print my own one anyway, even though I have access to that. Just so I can be like, "Yeah, dude, I 3D printed this." Thank you for the subs. Thank you. Oh, I am Half Pint. Sorry, I didn't read out your fortune. The most important, come on, focus, thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said. Thank you, Vinny Blanc. Yeah, so this has 3 pedals. These are 2 sets of pedals, so it's 6 pedals total. They come in one, like, they sent me 2 of them, but they're normally just 1. And I like the pedals, but I just wish they had more than 3. But yes, they have 3. They also have like a little thing that you can unscrew the back. They come with like spare springs, so you can change the weight of the pedals. And the middle, they have these things called middle pedal stoppers that you can put in the back that prevent you from pushing the middle pedal down. And so that way the middle pedal can act like a footstool and it turns into a 2-button pedal system. But like, frankly, I think that's kind of silly. Like, if you want a footrest, then just buy a footrest, you know? But yeah. That's what it is. Are they penis springs? Yeah. Look at it, it's cool. I don't know why anyone would want to use the stoppers. I mean, it's kind of cool to have like a footrest. but 2 buttons just isn't enough, you know? Like, if they made something that had 5 pedals that had, like, a footrest in between, that would be cool. But I feel like 2 is not enough, especially with how much they cost. Definitely going to pick one of those up. Sometimes it's hard to take the hands off the flippers during pinball streams. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of types of streamers that could use something like that. Hey, the printer's going. Alright, I gotta remove these supports for these little arms. Thank you for the warm welcome. I appreciate it. Assumingly enough, I found you because of your StreamerBot videos. My app somehow uninstalled itself and I need your YouTube videos to reinstall and get it to work. Thank you for that, by the way. I would have taken forever to figure it out on my own. Oh, no problem. Sorry to say this, but all of the StreamerBot videos I've made are about to become, like, irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but, like, I need to update them again. If you guys weren't here last stream, basically, there's a new version of StreamerBot coming out that shuffles a lot of the UI around. So there's still no dark... What the fuck happened to my voice? There's still no, like, dark mode or anything. But just a lot of tabs that I refer to in my videos have moved. So I have to make another video. But yeah. I can show you the... Who wasn't here on Wednesday? Who doesn't know about the whole StreamerBot stuff? Because I can talk about it again. If we're bored and you're like, nutty, talk about something. Right now I'm just, you know, cutting the arms off. I don't know why... Yeah. I'm not bored, but I'm curious. Yeah, okay. You avid video watchers of my channel, okay? One of the videos, I did a big complaint. Actually, if you go watch... I'll actually find the video now. I made a whole complaining video. Let me see if I can find it. Nutty VODs, StreamerBot. My biggest problem with StreamerBot. I made a whole last video talking about the thing I don't like about StreamerBot. I even have a section that says triggers here. You guys, if you're interested, go watch that. I made a huge ass complaining video 2 months ago. Well, basically, everything I complained about in that video, they did what I suggested. So that's basically what the update is. Whatever I suggested in that video is exactly what they did. It was a good suggestion. I was afraid to put that video out. I actually privated the video for a long time because I felt bad. But Nate's and his team of people took the video well. They actually, Lifesaver actually messaged me after and he was like, good news, we use your video to like make improvements to StreamerBot. And I felt, that made me feel better. Because I feel like I would have destroyed my relationship with them. And they would have been like, Nutty's such a hater, guys. But they didn't take it that way at all, so that was good. I'm assuming more things work now. I'll show you it. Just when I'm done like with this 3D printing stuff that you guys don't care about, I'll show you the updates. But yeah, the triggers are laid out in a much more logical way now. Let's just put it that way. Hello, Adam from the East. Any reason why I shouldn't upgrade to OBS 29? I would say stream effects, but I'm trying to get rid of stream effects. I talked about this before. Sometime before the end of the year, I might take 2 weeks off streaming, maybe more. Okay? Because I need to fix my OBS. I need to do a huge operation on my OBS and just fix everything. I need to get rid of stream effects. I need to fix up my streamer bot. Like, my OBS is completely, like, in a terrible state right now. And I feel like I need, like, 2 weeks off completely just to work in it. Rip the Band-Aid off, streamer. I did it. Here's the arm. I did it. Look, it's a little arm. I should probably sand it down a little bit, but... I think it's going pretty well, guys. Now I just need to go find some springs.
Nutty, I have an obese question. Is there a way to lower the FPS of a specific scene as an effect?
Is there a way to lower FPS of a specific scene as an effect? Like my Streamlabs reward? Yeah, you can. It would be purely visual though. It's not gonna like, it wouldn't save resources on your PC or anything, if that makes sense. But if you just want to do an effect that's like a low frame rate effect, then yeah, you can do that. But again, purely visual. The answer is to use, do you want me to tell you how to do that? Is that what you want? All right, I need to go purchase some springs so that it actually springs up. Look, as long as I don't make a big deal about the giant penis here, I don't think Twitch will notice, so I don't think I'll get banned, okay? We're only gonna get banned if we act like it's a big deal, right? So just on and off. So I need to go find some springs so I can attach the arms, because what's supposed to happen is when you take the barrel off, the spring goes out like that. Like that. It says Philippines on the front. Just don't act like it's a big deal, guys, and we won't get banned, okay? Ty, so much for posting your vids on YouTube. I need a way to send messages to Unreal Engine whenever Twitch events happen, and your video explaining the basics of C# Action StreamerBot saved me. That makes me happier than most of the comments people tell me, because that's like one of the more advanced features of StreamerBot, and every time I talk about it, I'm like, no one's gonna give a shit about any of this stuff. So the fact that it's helping you makes me feel really good about myself. Because that's the type of video that I make where I feel like I'm totally wasting my time. But now I feel like I didn't waste my time, so thanks. This is what we're trying to design, by the way. Well, not design. This is what we're trying to print. Alright, I'm moving back. I just wanted to show you the stuff that I've 3D printed. Did you model the 3D? I did not model it myself, no.
Haha, sex!
I modeled this myself. This I modeled myself. Let me move my stuff back to the other PC. Hold on. It was the only way I could accomplish what I wanted for free, so thank you. There are ways. It's not the only way, Kaylin. It's not the only way. The other way is to code everything that StreamerBot already did for you. So that's so that's another way. You could have just done what they did, but it would be useless because they've already done it. So. I have a friend, T10 Nats. She actually did that. She made her own virtual world in Unreal Engine, and like Twitch chat can interact with it. But I think she coded it herself, so she didn't use StreamerBot or anything. Yeah, she coded her Unreal Engine world herself. She slaved away doing that. I appreciate all the help you've done with my streams also. I was stuck and you helped me understand StreamerBot and OBS. I was a Slobs user before I ran into your streams. You also helped me not feel overwhelmed in leveling up my streams. You're the Elder Kai to my Gohan. Yeah, dude, I love Naruto. It's kind of what I do, just not very experienced at coding outside of UE blueprints. I feel you. Yeah, it just makes life easier. I'm just glad I was able to make your life easier in some way. Yeah, here's the StreamerBot changes for the people that wanted to know. I'm not going to spend the whole stream talking about it. I'll just give you the TLDR. This is not publicly available, but this is what I was talking about. So, remember the video I posted, how I was complaining about triggers? Here it is. The exact thing that I suggested is right here. You got your triggers here, you got your sub actions. So, for example, the workflow just is so much better now, because now I can make a new action, which is the thing that I want to do. The sub actions are what it's actually doing, and the triggers, which is new, is like all of the ways that this thing can be triggered. And it's so nice because now you don't have to go hunting in 30,000 tabs to do what you want. If you make a raid alert, you add it here, you define what the thing is, like what you want it to do, all the filters you want to turn off, and then you're like, hey, I want this to be triggered by a raid. Well, that's super easy. You just add a trigger, right click, Twitch, raid, and then done. That's it. And now whenever I get a raid, that will be triggered, but I'm going to disable that because I don't want that to actually be a thing. So, yeah. It also means that you can assign the raid event to multiple actions, which is something that you couldn't do in the previous version of StreamerBot or the current version of StreamerBot. You could only set it to be one thing. So in the future, whenever this release comes out, it's going to be an 0.2 release. You guys are on 0.1.22. 0.1 is finished. Like, we're moving on to 0.2, the next release, and this is what you're going to get. So it's going to be a big shift. I think a lot of stuff is going to be moving around. Hello, Mike the Mechanic. What up? So yeah. It's not perfect. I have some suggestions still. Like, for example, if you want to add a hotkey, here's how you add a hotkey. Okay, first of all, what do you guys think the process should be to add a hotkey trigger to an action? I just want to see what you guys say. What do you think, now that I've shown you how it works, how do you think you should add hotkeys? Like, what do you think would be the way to add a hotkey? Like, if I have an action and I say I want to trigger that by pressing something on my keyboard, how do you think I would do that? Yo, thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, there's a video on push and hold coming out. Check this out. Push to enhance, release to unenhance. Isn't that cool? Hey, thanks, Benjo. Thanks for the sub. Naughty. Tested the take prime trigger. User randomly selected for prime sub. Oh, thanks. Oh, nice. Was that cool? Final Fantasy Prelude music. I love Prelude. Oh yeah, and a test button too. Sorry, I should tell you guys that too. You can test things. There's now a test button. So if you want to test something like this thing here, you want to see it? You guys want to see it? They have a test button. There are other things too. It's gonna help with my streaming stampede, which I never use anymore. This will help with my streaming stampede reward somehow. Let me show you. Yeah, with my streaming stampede reward, whenever I start counting, or whenever I start the game, I have to like read all of my settings from a file. So I set up my own file here. And I add all my settings in here, and I have to write code to like add all of these things to my streaming stampede. Just for example, it shows like the number of Pokemon. So whenever I start a new game, if ever I want to change the minimum and maximum number of Pokemon on the screen, I got to come to this text file and change it. But now I can just add my own trigger that I only use for testing. And I'd be like, yo, dude, let's add a test. And I can just add it here. Min Pokemon 30. And then max Pokemon 70. And then this would be like a test trigger that's only for testing. So I can just like right click it, and I'm not going to actually do it. But if I click test trigger, it will add these variables for me in the test. So I don't have to like read it from a fucking text file like I do normally. I don't think that made any sense to anyone, but thanks you for listening.
Haha, sex. Haha, sex.
Whatever happened to who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Go to the channel point rewards. There's a new one. It's red. If you want a hint, you click on the red one that says, who's that Pokemon? It'll give you a hint. It always did JSON. What do you mean? You could always do JSON.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Beautifly.
Beautifly. It's Pikachu! It's Pikachu! Oh, it's so nice that I could actually just test this now. It's still like super not... It's not super intuitive because you can't just right click and test it. You have to like add a test button or a test trigger. But it is more functional to do it this way because this way means you can add variables through here. It's an advanced feature, but I can understand why they did it this way. I think most people would expect a test button to just be right here. Like you just right click it and click test. But they made it so that if you want to test it, you have to like add a test trigger. Which I'm not upset about. And this if you want to start a cheap V60 pour over coffee setup. V60 coffee dripper. What does it look like? Oh, let's see if my 3D... Ooh! Ooh, pour over coffee. I'm gonna save this one. I don't think I'll ever... Like, I don't know if I'll personally ever use this, but I know some people that would. So maybe I'll print it... If I... Even if I print this, not for me, whenever, like... The homies come over, they're like, yo, dude, I want some pour over coffee. You got any goods for that? I'll be like, I sure do. All right, let's see if the 3D print is done. Yep, it's done. Let me take it off. I'll be back. Nutty, your audio is doubled, homie. Dude, I think your audio is doubled. Nutty, I think you have double audio. The springs, I am using a spring from a ballpoint pen. It's not strong enough. He's limp. He's too limp, homie. Also, hello, Leo Milo. He's limp. Let me bring my materials over to this desk. I believe I made this installer convert all current actions right. I'm in the middle of rebuilding my entire stream, and I don't want to get almost there and have to redo things because it works differently. They made an installer? Convert all current actions. Yeah, so that triggers thing, are you referring to the triggers that I just showed you, Raj Gamer? So that's like been one of the biggest changes to StreamerBot, and the reason why it's like a really, like, it's taken a long time for the next update to come out. Basically when you update your StreamerBot, it will convert all of the triggers you already have into like the real trigger system. So you know how at the moment for StreamerBot, if you want to like make a raid animation, you have to go to the platforms tab into Twitch, events, and then raid, and then set your action there. So it's basically gonna, all those tabs are gone. The tabs are gone there. So now everything that you have set up there, part of the upgrade process will be turning all of that into a trigger. And so I can show you what that looks like. Hi, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. Let me show you what that looks like. So normally you would go into platforms and like events, but none of the tabs are there. It doesn't look scary and intimidating anymore. It still does actually, just not as intimidating. But like it's, yeah, you don't have those tabs. Like here, these tabs still exist because this is for making new polls and making new predictions. So that's different. Even for the channel points, like you don't set the action here anymore. When you update your StreamerBot to this version, whenever it comes out, it will automatically add a trigger to all of your actions. And the good thing is it actually lists the number of triggers you have attached to each action. So I have a section that I have for my channel points here. So all my channel points here were turned into like a thing, into a trigger. So now I can really easily see whenever I make, it's so much better visually because if I make an action and I'm like, ooh, what are the ways that I have to trigger this thing? Like I've made this thing, I know what it does, but how do I trigger it? I don't remember because in the current version of StreamerBot, it's fucking everywhere. You gotta go on like an Easter egg hunt to figure out the number of ways that you've triggered something. But now it's just here. I can just see, oh yeah, this is through text-to-speech and through a channel point reward. Really easy. Or if I wanna like do this one, here are the ways. Oh, I know that if I say the phrase void running or phasing, it will trigger. Or if you guys use the channel point redemption, that is called go into the void. These are 3 different ways of triggering it. Void running. Do you mind if I use your patron stuff like the Amogus band thing? Yeah, that's the entire reason why it's up there. The triggers count as only associations with events, right? It doesn't count references via run action. Yes, correct. That would be one thing that they could add, because at the moment, when I look at something like this thing that says eat mushroom off, I see that it has 0 triggers. And so in my brain, I might be thinking like, oh, there's no triggers, I must not be using this. But I actually am using it. I'm using it in here. So it would be nice if there's like maybe another column that says like how it's associated with other things. So that way I can just know whether something is useless or not. The other thing is, let's just say you want to think of it the other way around. Because right now, the way you think about it is, oh, I have an action. Here are 2 ways that I can trigger this action. But what if you like want to think the other way around? Like, what about all of the ways I can trigger something through bits? So that's, you see how that's the opposite direction? So they have this question mark block. Again, the UI is shit right now. They know that. But if you click at the question mark block, you can actually view all the triggers in like a tree view. And now I can see, here we go. Here are all of the ways that things can be triggered by bits. Here are all the ways that things can be triggered by channel points. Now, I had suggestions like it would be nice if you could just double click on something here so you can go straight to the action. And maybe even better if it pops up in a separate window. Frankly, the UI here, my suggestion here would be to cut out the split screen view. I don't like the split screen view here. I think there should just be a regular list view and you should be able to double click in it to open a new window. That's what I think there should be. Like, I feel like this whole window here should contain everything. That's how I feel, but yeah, that's another conversation. So yeah. Yeah, it would be difficult through C# code, correct, yeah. All right, let me go and Number one, blow my nose. Number two, finish this 3D printing stuff. Should I print something else, guys? Or should I just turn off the 3D printer? Should I turn off the 3D printer? Can I tell you guys about one idea before I cut out this 3D printed thing? I think I'll turn off the 3D printing cam. I don't think we're gonna use it anymore tonight. You have an issue with Discord? Yeah, what's the question? Here's my idea, guys. I want to see if you guys can help me. I think Exeldra could probably help me the most here. Here's something I want to make. I have this scene here that I've called multicam. What I want to do now, because I have so many cameras, I want to make an even bigger version of this scene. I want to make an even bigger version that has all of my cameras. So I have like the 4 cameras here. There's even a 5th one that's not even on this scene. There's this one. I want to have those 5 cameras. The 3 cameras that are over there. The printer camera and my phone, which is technically a camera. So 10 cameras. I want to make a scene that shows all of my cameras kind of like laid out like this. I need to figure out the best layout for it. But what I want to be able to do, right now I have 4 different scenes. It's called multicam 1 to 4. I hate how they're separate scenes. I want to build this into one scene and using like some kind of maybe a streamer bot thing or some plugin or whatever. I want to be able to change the camera that's like the focused camera. So like right now, this is camera 1, this is camera 2, 3, and 4. I want to be able to say, okay, make camera 3 the focused camera, and then this camera and this camera will swap positions. And then at that point, if I'm like, okay, I want to like make camera 4 the focus camera now, then the camera here will swap positions with this one. So it does like a position swap. I hate how it's set up now because number one, I have to make I would have to make 10 identical scenes. But I also don't like, it also doesn't even do what I want because if you look, like I like how it does that position swap. But depending on like how you change scenes, it doesn't always do it like that. Because if I switch to camera 3, you see how it like this camera moved? I don't like that. I just want it to be like a simple position swap in one scene. I really want to build a scene like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? No, it's way more complicated than move guys, I'm not an idiot, okay? I'm not fucking stupid. Of course I would use move transition for that. But like I need to think cleverly. How do I build that into one scene so it does like position swaps? It might require custom coding. In fact, the way that I'm thinking about it, it most definitely requires custom code to do. Because it needs to be like a simple position swap and it needs to be done in one scene. Trust me, you guys think what I asked just then is a much simpler thing than what it really is. It's not simple. What I'm trying to do is not simple. So what do you want is 8 cameras into one scene? No, I know how to add 8 cameras into one scene. That's simple. What I want is something where I could do like a position swapping thing where like I have one thing that I define as like the focused camera and it does position swaps to like move the camera to like different spots. Because I don't like how you see how every camera moves when I do that scene switch? I don't like that. It needs to simply swap the focus camera with what I want the new focus camera to be. Actually, you can set the properties of a move transition filter before enabling them. That's one way of doing it. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I was gonna do it. But then I have to like keep track of a variable, which would be like the focused camera, and then I would have to have one filter for every camera to like reset position. Like, guys, I've thought about this a lot. Okay, trust me. What I'm asking for is like what I'm thinking about. I promise you is more complicated than just adding 8 cameras. I promise you it's more complicated than that. All right, let's get this 3D printing thing done so I can stop talking about this 3D printer. Hello. Is there a source transition matrix like scene transition matrix? Source transition matrix? What would that even do? Your layout just now shows 4. You could have 3 on each side and 2 in portrait. That become landscape in the big camera when activated. That would get you. No, it's not about having 10 cameras on screen. That's easy to do. What's complicated is how to do the position swaps the way that I've described it. Isn't there a source mover filter that you could use? Yeah, move transition. But again, for the people that think it's a simple thing to do, try and do it, and then you'll understand why it's not as simple as you might think it is. It's a transition based on what's in focus and what you want focus. Yeah. Basically. And then I have to figure out... Anyway. I don't know if it's even going to be worth my time doing any of that, because I'm never going to use the scene. It'll be like my flex cam. And what if I add like an 11th camera? Because God knows that that's going to happen eventually. I'll add another camera. Then I have to like make another scene. So how do I do that in a way that will require the least amount of coding possible? Don't worry, guys. I'll figure it out. And then when I do it, you guys will be like, ha, that's mildly interesting. And then you'll move on with your day. So what you want is it automatically switches cams based on what's in frame? No. I would do maybe a voice command or a button on a Stream Deck of some sort. And then I'm like, yo, make camera 6 in focus. And then we'll just move camera 6 into the middle of the screen. And whatever camera is already focused, we'll move back to wherever camera 6 is. You know what I mean? You're confused? Wait, what are you confused about? You're gonna try? All right. All I'm saying is if you do what I just already showed you, it's not what I want.
Do a barrel roll.
How do I sand this? I don't know anything about sandpaper and grit. What is grit? Why wouldn't you want to use different scenes for it and move transition to move the cameras? Like I said, okay, let me show you again why that doesn't work. This is why that doesn't work. Because if I want to make, okay, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4, right? So you know which cameras are which, right? So if I'm swapping camera 1 and 2, okay, that's fine. That looks fine. You know, that's what I want. But what if I'm like, okay, let's put camera 3 in focus. You see how it moves like that? You see how it moved like 3 cameras? I don't like that. That's shit. I hate that. That's shit. I also don't like having, I don't like, if you're a programmer, you'd understand. But when I have 4 scenes that are copy pasted and they're almost identical other than the positions of the cameras, my brain immediately goes like, okay, this is stupid. You shouldn't copy paste scenes like that. There's a better way of doing that. But I don't like, see, when I moved to camera 4, all 4 of the cameras moved. And I know it doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but if I have 10 cameras, it's going to look shit. It's going to look terrible. So when 3 is made main, then it moves 2 to position 3 and camera 1 to position 2. Yeah. Whereas what I want is I want a simple camera swap. So in theory, every one of the cameras can potentially be anywhere on screen. Like this camera could be here. It could be 2 cameras over, depending on how the camera swaps work. You know what I mean? But what I specifically want is I want it to be a camera swapping system. I talked about this with Exeldro, and I think he said he'd look into it. But like the ability to do a move transition and say swap camera or swap positions with this source. Copy the transforms and reapply the appropriate swapping sources. Copy the transforms, but I'd still have to keep track of the camera that's in focus with like a streamer bot variable. Like, how would I know which camera is in focus unless I use code to do it? Because if I'm going to swap to camera 3, see, you understand why it's complicated? Because if I want to swap camera 1 and camera 3, it's easy for me to say, okay, camera 3 moved into the focused position. But how would I know to move camera 1 into the position where camera 3 is, you know? Like, how would I know? I'd have to write custom code to do that. Which I have an idea of how I would do that. Yeah, this scene would be by far the most complicated scene I would have ever made for my stream. It would be quite difficult to do. Here's my other dilemma, guys. This is why my OBS is completely fucked. I need like an entire month off to fix my OBS. Here's my other dilemma, right? Easy solution. Nope. That's a terrible solution. Here's my other dilemma, okay? I've been naming cameras like camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But now I have 2 setups. So what numbers do I use for the cameras on that setup? You know what I mean? Like, what do I do with those? Do I name them like 7, 8, 9? What if I add a 7th camera to this? So I feel like I need to come up with a different naming scheme for my cameras. Yeah, I need to come up with like a different naming scheme. Dude, adding a second PC to my setup was the most complex thing that I did for my OCD. Desk 1, camera 1. I have changed the names of my PC. I've named this PC Nutty 1. I've named that PC Nutty 2. And the back monitor I will rename to Nutty 3. But then now I have a 3D printing camera, which isn't attached to any desk. So what do I call that one? Just 3D printer camera? Like, I need to come up with a different naming scheme entirely other than numbers. How do productions, like, actually, like TV production, how do they name their cameras? They name them with numbers, don't they? Dude, I need to go work at ESPN for like a week. Yo, Shannon Sharp left the FS1 show. They should hire me so I could get to see how it works behind the scenes. What about the one in your... Yeah, dude, colon camera. Exactly. Number and location? Really? So wait. What would be an example of location? So number and location. TV shows all run their cameras as one desk, though. Man, I would love to just go behind the scenes just to see how a production, like an actual professional production works. Can you like main one? I gotta really think about how I structure my OBS. Desk one. Should I call this PC Nutty one or just Nut one? I've named it in Windows Nutty one. It used to be named Mario, but like 10 because it was Windows 10. But then that name doesn't work anymore because it's Windows 11 now. So I named it Nutty 1. Busted out. 101 is floor level, and then example for ESPN front desk, floor handheld, anchor left. Wow, that's actually really good information. Maybe I should do that. Maybe instead of naming my cameras with numbers, I should do what you're saying. Like, I should give it an actual actual name based on what it is. Each camera needs a move source for all positions, so when you trigger cam 3, current focus cam will slide to position 3. Bro, I'm not doing that. You know why I'm not doing that? Because I'm going to have 10 cameras. So 10 times 10 for 10 different positions. I'm not adding 100 move transitions. Fuck all of that, okay? Sorry, I'm not doing that. What I'll do is I'll do it programmatically. I will use the power of programming. Maybe desk 1 face cam, sub cam. Okay. Desk 1 this would be my camera A, right? Or face camera. Bro, I'm gonna forget the names of my camera. I'm gonna have to put like name tags on all my cameras so I know what they are. I have to put like actual name tags on them. I'm not gonna know what the names are. I'm gonna call this one Skycam. So this will be my Skycam. This one will, so, okay. Main camera. I think main camera is a good name. Main camera, Skycam, desk cam. And then this could be, this is my flex cam. But then what do I call this what do I call this camera? What would I call this camera? Bro, this is such a first world problem when you have so many cameras that you're stressing about what to name them all. Booty cam. I like that actually. I used to call it the MLG cam. Go to dolly camera 2. Overview cam. Oh, we can just call it like setup cam. But I still run into the problem where I'm naming each of my desks like desk 1 and desk 2. Because then what if I get like a second room? Then I'm going to have like room 1, desk 1. Room 1, desk 1, Skycam. Room 2, desk 3, printer cam. See a sabotage. Thanks for hanging out. Bro, this is the biggest first world problem. I'm so spoiled. I don't think I'm ever going to be satisfied until I've spent like $500,000 on my setup. And then I'll just be poor and have nothing else going on in my life. At this point, you should see how they name... Yeah, how do they do that? Surveillance camera naming scheme. What do they use? Large-scale camera deployment naming convention. Building number, floor level. Okay. Because my house is 4 levels, right? I'm on the 4th level of my house. So this would be floor 4. Bedroom 6. Floor 4, bedroom 6, desk 2, Skycam. I'm kidding. I don't live on the 4th floor. I was just seeing if you guys would react to that. Are you in age of having children? Yeah, I've got kids. She doesn't want to be a content creator, so like I don't love her as much as my other kid that wants to be one. I mean, like, does everyone around you already have kids? Yeah, they do. And they're like, oh man, I'm so tired, man. I've got kids and everything. And I'm just here being like... So anyway, I was like playing video games all weekend. No, I don't have kids. I was just kidding. Fuck's sake, if this keeps escalating, the solution will be... would be to include zip codes. 9136, My naming scheme is area view number or workshop overhead. I'm pretty set on the naming of this as the Skycam. I like the name of calling it the Skycam. So I have 2 Skycams. Hey, double audio's coming. Audio's coming. So this would be the Skycam for desk 2. Fucking first world problems right here. Hey, I'm gonna go turn off the camera for the printer because I don't think we're gonna be using it anymore today. See you guys at the printer, yeah? See you later, guys. See, here's another thing I don't like. Here's another thing I'm thinking of doing is I need to put like some kind of waiting. I need to design myself like a waiting screen. So whenever, right now my printer is off, the 3D camera printer. Sorry, the 3D printer camera. The 3D printer camera is off. And so I want to design a little thing that says like, please turn on 3D printer camera. So it's like, makes it all look cool. Like, hey, you should turn that on right now. God, I have no life, guys. This is the problem with streaming, is once you've committed to having a high production value stream, it will never end ever until I own a warehouse. 2 kids and 0 time versus 2 PCs and all the time. Yup. I'm not anti having kids, I just don't have any kids, you know? That I know of. Linus Tech Nuts! Alright, here we go. I need to get the springs, but we have all of the pieces necessary for our 3D printed barrel man. So like the idea is that when you take the barrel off, the arms flip out because they'll have springs like that. And then you can put the barrel on and his arms will go down. So it's like this. Has no kids, so he has more time to name cameras. Dude, if I had kids, I would name them like... I would put so much effort into giving them names. Yeah, you can be like John or something. You can be Kevin. Yes, well, it's good enough. 19 is too young for kids. I think I could have kids at 19. Well, just because I'm 19 doesn't mean I can't have kids. Name them camera 1 and 2. Camera 1 Nutty. That will be his surname. C#, 10 variables for each cam. 11th variable is focus position. Trigger 3 uses var 11. Focus cam uses var 3. Use OBS raw to make the moves. Yeah, what I do is I have a single move transition for each of the 10 positions. I'll figure it out. And then I'll have to use code to change the source that it's trying to move. I'll figure it out. I think I can do it. Wife said name them left nut and right nut. What about top nut and bottom nut? Because one of them hangs lower than the other, you know? You ever say happy birthday? Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for saying happy birthday. Yeah, no one said happy birthday to me today. Thanks. All right, let me go put the plate back. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Let me blow my nose. Hold on. I need to blow my nose. Hey, Kings. I'm back. What up, Kings? Well, that's a red dot. There you go. Have fun with that. Go click on it. Go click on it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, you've earned it, Kings. It actually was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Calf. Congrats on being older than you were yesterday. Can I ask my question now? Nah, so sorry, it's too late. No, can't ask it. Yeah, go for it. Have I ever gone up to you guys and been like, no, fuck your questions. You can never ask me one ever. Yo, thanks, D-Maro. Thanks for subbing for tier 1. Thanks. Thank you guys so much. I don't know why, but every time I open Discord for the first time after booting up my PC, the Discord dev portal opens up and I don't know why. Well, I can't help you there. It's never happened to me before. Probably ask the Discord people about that. Happy birthday. Oh, thanks. Thanks for saying those words to me, guys. When you guys say happy birthday to me, I'm like, thanks. Thank you guys. You know? I really, really appreciate when you say that. Nutty, will you be my Nakama? We're Nakamas. You're supposed to be my Nakama. Yeah, I thought that's what I am. Am I not?
Haha, sex.
I have a question. Says you have a 3D printer. Do you have a thought of making a mount for the Stream Deck behind you? Or do you use wood still? This is probably not going to connect, so let's use IRL Pro.
Haha, sex.
Are you getting double audio? You are. Are you getting double audio? You are.
Okay, so what
you're looking at, okay, homies?
Haha, sex.
What you're looking at is a 3D printed mount. I did it. I actually did it, guys. 3D printed mount.
Sex.
No more wobbling for the Stream Deck. It's secured. I can change scenes. Works perfectly. It's amazing. Amazing. And if you like that, you can watch on Twitch, on TV / Look, with this app, with this app, I can change the cameras that I use. So if I want to use the 2x camera, I can do that. If I want to use this one, I can. Isn't that fantastic, guys? Isn't that fantastic?
You're muted.
Ah, fuck! Fucking sin. Okay, I was talking for a long time. Okay, thank you. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, I said I was gonna tell you guys of a video that I am working on. I'm working on
like 5 videos at the same time at the moment, soon to be 6 videos, and so I wanted to show you something that I shouldn't be showing you, just as proof that I'm actually working on things. So,
So there's that, and then there's a part in this video. There's a part where I talk about a very sophisticated Velcro setup. Where's it at? Where do I talk about the Velcro? Anyway, there's a part where I talk about how I've mounted the Stream Deck with like my Velcro, but I actually don't use Velcro anymore. So I have to like insert a part in the video where I show you the new 3D printed mount. That's what I wanted to tell you. No one cares, so thanks for listening. Naughty, I'm very disappointed. Good. Why do you not read the chat, dude? Hey, how about you do your own stream, okay? Thanks. Burn, Nutty, burn. Hello, I'm 6'9" Nuki. So yeah, that's my life as this moment. Why are some of my widgets like very low frame rate? It's only some of them too. Like this one is very low frame rate, but when I change music, it's fine. When I like change to a new song. Oh, you know why? This one's not a browser source. So it's like my browser sources are all low frame rate now. And I've set them to 60 FPS, so I don't know why they're not. How do I do the CBGPU thingy? You have to code it yourself, or you have to download my code. I've uploaded it on Patreon, so you can get it there. Unless you don't want to pay me money, in which case you have to make it yourself. Hello, Sky the Shark. What up, Sky? Well, this is awkward. That's nearly 14 months. Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. You guys are very generous today. I don't deserve your kindness. Preload or cache the web browser source? How do I do that? Teach me how OBS works. I teach you guys enough, okay? It's your turn to teach me. Lower third, status update widgets. How do I do that? What do I change here to make it like not shit? How do I do that? Tell me. Do you ever give your opinion on the MV from Misamo? Oh, dude. I'm like the biggest simp for Momo. Bro, I'm a momosexual. Of course, I loved it. I love everything they do. I love how she uses her cuz she has a very like naturally very deep vocal range. But she doesn't always use that when she sings for Twice. But she has a lot more lines in the song, and she actually uses her deep vocal range. I love this song. Here, let me show you. Not that you guys care. Pay no attention that I was searching for Ben Shapiro Barbie girl, okay? Pay no attention to that, okay? What happened with Twitch? I don't know. I muted every mention of Twitch on Twitter, and I uninstalled Twitter on my phone. I was like, just people were saying stuff's. They announced something today which I thought would have been good news, and people still think it's bad. And I was like, I don't want to hear this anymore. It's exhausting. It's just exhausting listening to like so much negativity around streaming, and I'm just like, I just want to stream. I just want to stream, and I just want to like show off things that make me happy, and it's frustrating when everything is just negative, and I don't want to read any of it anymore. So that's about it. But yeah, who asked me about this? Was it New or Never? Yeah, that was cool. I'm gonna get DMCA strike, so I'm not gonna show that on stream. Yeah, I don't know why my browser sources are so slow. If anyone could help me out with that, that would be great. I don't know what settings I need to change here. Is the frame rate issue from the widgets that you put in Stream Elements? It could be them that's giving you the bad frame rates. Yeah, it's they are the Stream Elements widgets, correct. So I wonder if I open it up in Chrome, if I get the same thing. That's a good point. I'm gonna open up these up in Chrome and see if like I get the same low frame rates. Sounds good, streamer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is like feels the same way. Probably. There's bound to be people that feel the same way. I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of all of the streamer discourse. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted reading everything. I just want to like open up Twitter and read the next wholesome meme Twitter account. That's what I want to read. Okay. Let's go here, see if it let me change the thingy here. Is this low frame rate? Yeah, it's fine in the browser in Chrome. It's all smooth. Was it like low frame rate for you guys here too? This is just a B-ish side. We'll mostly get another MV. Yeah, they have a mini album coming out, don't they? Isn't that coming out later? Misamo mini album. I thought they have like a mini album coming out. Subunit reveals track list for debut mini album. Title. Oh, they probably have a video for the title. Wait, why are some of them boxed? Why are some of them in boxes? I don't understand. No, it looked clean, homie. Really? Let me do that again. Okay, look here. Look down here. Or sorry, down here. No, wait, yeah, here. Look over here. It looks really low frame rate for me. Just me? Do you have browser source hardware acceleration turned on in OBS settings? I'm going to go to OBS settings. Please don't freeze the stream. Okay, here we go. You know what I really like? In the last OBS update, the settings window opens up way faster. Before, I would open up the settings window and my stream would freeze for like 30 seconds. Look how fast it is now. Boom. Settings, advanced. Yeah, I have it enabled. I'm going to turn it off. Program must be restarted. Okay, I don't want to do that. Should I have it on or off? Try turning it on or off. OBS needs to be restarted. Restart now. I would not ever do that, guys. Imagine restarting OBS while you're live. So I wouldn't do that. Wait, I'm back, right? It's back. All right, let's try it out again. Hey, it is smoother. Is that smoother? No kidding, it is smoother. Wow, you guys actually fixed the problem that I had. Let me do that again. Wow. See if it's smooth or not. Yeah, that looks way smoother. Okay. W chat. You are just chatting indeed. Okay. It's cool. Oh, do I still have that button? Someone in chat made me some code in StreamerBot. I want to see if I still have it. Or maybe I don't. So yeah, I disabled the setting, correct, yes. I turned it off. Naughty! Naughty! Much better. Let's go, chat. Yeah, good job, chat. There. Good job. Good job. There. Just pet. Hey, if you guys ever feel like you need to pick me up during the day, clip this. There, guys. Everything will be just okay, okay? Was the update channel settings? Was the update channel settings? What do you mean? Hello, R Zhao or Zhao? Is it Zhao? Kind of want to green screen that and turn it into a redeem. You have my permission. You can go for it if you know how to do that. What other problems should we fix next? Money or love problems? How about loving money problems? I love money too. It's pretty cool. You can buy things like 3D printers. I have a half printed barrel man. I haven't attached his arms yet. I don't have the springs to attach his arms. So he doesn't have any arms. And his penis is kind of limp. But once I get the arms, I'll attach the arms to it. So that's my life of it as of this moment. Oh my god! Why is it taking so long? Guys, I'm gonna run out of paper. I should buy paper now so I don't forget, because we're gonna run out of paper. I don't have any more paper after this. Why? What did I do? I don't know. What did I do? Did I do something? Thank you. I don't know what I did to deserve that. Thank you. Thank you guys for subbing. We can't fix paper problems. Sorry, Nutty. Oh, man. Excuse me. Well, I've run out of things to do, guys. I'm done. I mean, not done with the stream, but like, I'm chilling now. Domination time? I'm doing your wife's emote. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Tomination Time. Oh, we did a shout out. Let's do a second shout out for Tomination Time. Thank you so much. Tomination Time. If you guys are into like fitness streams, go check out Tomination Time. Pet. I see Cookie on stream. Yeah, if you guys are coming in from Tomination's time stream, Tomination time stream, we have a cookie here. You can click on it. Let's try to get to 130,000 clicks tonight. Wait, is it working? Yeah, it is working. So if you click on it, the number goes up. It's cool. Naughty! Why do I have desktop audio in OBS all of a sudden? I use Goxler and only audio input. I have in the audio settings in the broadcast mix channel. Is it in the settings? There's a place where you can set that in the settings. No way, that's crazy, streamer. Oh, thanks, Pat G. Thanks. Oh shit. Sorry. Wrong thingy. Yeah, thanks. Boom. Thanks, Pat G, for subbing for 17 months. Hello, Beep Show. Should I play Zelda now? I've run out of things to do, but it's also 3:30, and I am going to a thing tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, Rice Cooker. I only have Goxler Broadcast Mix. Can't find where this desktop audio came from. Where to disable it? Isn't it an audio? Can't you like turn it off here? You go to audio and then you just like be like beep boop, like turn it off. Can you not do that? And the streamer plays Zelda, streamer. I don't have my Switch. Where's my Switch? I feel like I shouldn't. It's already late. It's all disabled. Do you have any, do you have, you know? You don't have any audio. What if you make a blank scene in OBS? Do you have any sources here? I don't know. I'm not a computer. I'm not a computer as far as I know. I restart OBS and it's gone. See, that's all you need to do sometimes. You're welcome. I'm glad I could fix that problem for you. All right, how do we do this 10 camera setup thing? How do we do it? What is the best way to do this 10 camera? Hi, double audio time. Yeah. Is that cool? How do we do this like 10 camera setup? Gotta head out. Have a good stream, Nutty. Love your stuff as always. Yo, thanks, Tomination Time. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for the raid. Let's like add all my cameras to this scene. What an excessive number of cameras. Pretend this is a camera. Hello, Electro Crane. Hey, Nutty. Hello. Hey, why is this one curved? Why does this one have curved rounded corners? I don't want that. Hello. I am you know. Wait, I'm going to get rid of the cookie. Da-na-na-na cookie. We'll get rid of the never-ending sub goal widget because that was funny one time, and I don't think it's funny anymore. Thanks to your HID macros video, that saved my life. Frequency response. You're the best. Yeah, dude. Frequency response. That's my favorite. Oh my god, how do you fit 10 cameras on screen and make it look cool? Okay, time to add the cameras. Bro, this is... There's too many. What is the best way to lay cameras out? They're multiplying. They're eating her. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. Okay. Pretend the one in the bottom right is the 3D printer. All right, how do we lay this out so that it looks nice? There's so many that I don't know how to lay it out anymore. Yeah, 3D printer? I did. I turned off the camera because the camera I'm using for it is just a phone. And so I don't want to have the phone on for like 5 hours if I'm not even going to be using it the whole time. It's also in another room, so I have to like stand up and go outside to turn it on and off. I got an Elegoo printer. Elegoo? Is that how you say it? Or is it Elegoo? Oh my god. Is that an emote? Hold! Oh, Elegoo. Yeah. Is Elegoo not good? Elegoo? Mind that hill. It's not resin. It's an FDM printer. You know what? I'll turn it on just so I can have it here. And then I'll turn it on. All right, let me go and turn it on. Hi. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what happened to... Wait, which camera's turned off? I'm confused. Which camera's turned off? Did I do something? Okay. Which camera turned off? You can broadcast the football game. I can. Oh, God. Okay. CCTV camera footage. Okay, we're gonna add this one, video capture device. No, wait. Add a media source. 3D printer camera, here we go. It's not printing anything at the moment. And then one last camera. One very last camera. Is my phone. Four by four grid. Get 16 slots. Use the 4 middle for focus cam, giving you 12 for all the miniatures. You've given me a lot to think about, chat. Okay. One more camera. Media source. I can potentially add three more cameras. Hello. I can potentially add 3 more cameras. Whoa, having a zoom. I'm having a Zoom call with myself. It's a Zoom call with myself. Yeah, when you're feeling lonely, guys. When you're feeling lonely. Okay. How can we lay this out? Yeah, maybe a 12. Wait, 4 by 3 grid? Or 4 by 4? 4 by 3 is... How do we lay this out so it all looks neat? Okay, what is like 2160? Wait, 2160 divided by 3 is 720, okay? So 720 by, and then 1080 divided by 3 is 360, okay, 360. So if I make, okay, that doesn't look right. Oh, but they're 16 by 9, not 2 by 1. So it should be 1920 divided by 3 is 640, okay. 640. So I gotta make every single one of the cameras this size. Control Shift. Okay. And then we just lay it out. Having a Zoom call with yourself. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, I don't. It doesn't fit. Wait, it doesn't fit. I miscalculated. I have 2 more. Oh wait, what? No, I have 1 more camera. Where do I put this? It doesn't fit. Are you leaving space for your focus cam? Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna lay everything out. I don't like, it would be great if I could keep every camera at its original aspect ratio. How do I lay all this out? Maybe I'll have like 4 along the top, 2 on the side, and then 1 focus in the middle. Yeah, I measured 3 by 3. Wait, how the fuck do I fit all this in here, guys? Brady Bunch style. I'm not gonna make anything that looks pretty at the moment, but I just want to have a rough idea. Like, how do I lay all the shit out? Your other layout: 1 large in the middle, 3 smaller underneath, all landscape, 3 portraits on this. Why 3 on the sides? Why 3? Maybe I'll make this scene like, you know how this one, there's gaps between the cameras. Maybe I'll just do this scene. Maybe I'll set up this scene so everything is like actually butting up together. But 4 top, 2 middle, 4 bottom. So there's 2 focus cams in the middle. Bro, this is so complicated, guys. What a complicated arrangement. This is such a first world problem setup. I don't think I'm going to keep the cookie in the scene. 4x4 would be 480 by 270 each cam. 480 by 270. And that will fit 12 cameras. Yeah, I could leave space for 2 extra cameras. Because I have another mirrorless camera I could attach to. So this could be a 11 camera setup. This could be like an 11 camera setup. What a fucking waste, guys. All right, let's do that. All right, everything will be... Let's do that then. There's too many cameras, everyone. 480 by 270. God, it's so small. Okay. Can I get rid of the cookie on this scene? No one's clicking at it anyway. We need less things here. No cookie in this scene. All right, and then I have space for 2 more cameras. So I need to buy 2 more cameras. I need to buy 2 more cameras. Camera only scene. Or we can like move. This is hurting my OCD. What is the best arrangement? Let's just say this is the focused scene. Maybe we will leave a slot. Maybe we shouldn't add every single camera we have. Can we like group this? Oops. Hold on. Legion of Zelda. Hello, Formula Peak. Currently figuring out how to arrange an every camera setup. Need space for a guest camera. Dude, I don't have any friends. I'm never gonna have guests on my stream. What if I like... God, how do I do this? Let me think about this. Let's group all these together. Expand that out. And then ungroup them. So now, this... Every camera should be this size. So now it should fit like horizontally perfectly, yeah? And then I have like... Oh god. Wait, what? How many is that? What if you leave a gap of 2 in the second line in the middle? This is 10. God, this is... If I'm gonna lay everything out perfectly, And then I'm gonna decide maybe I need an 11th camera, and it's gonna fuck up this entire setup. But I want to have one scene that is fully focused. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of like a clever way of making that look cool. This is so dumb. The cameras are going to be so small that you can't even see what's going on in any of them anyway. Use the Fibonacci grid. What did you just say that got deleted? Oh, you said message deleted. Nice. Do you know if you do the same thing but you say click to show, it messes with the mods even more? Try it. Buy an ATEM at this point. No, an ATEM wouldn't help me for this. This is better than ATEM. Yo, look. This is how you mess with mods, okay? You type in click to show, and so mods will look at this. They'll be like, "What? Something got deleted. What did they say?" Click to show. Yeah, but what did they say? What did they say? I don't know what they said. I'm clicking to show. It's not working. I posted an important video. Dude, if it's porn, I'm watching it right now. Straight up. Straight up, I'm gonna watch it. Ooh. What's this? You lied. That wasn't important. That really wasn't worth interrupting the whole stream just for me to look at that. Ooh. What? Daily motivation? Bro, I can give you better daily motivation right now. You ready? Hey, guys. Whatever you need to accomplish a day, whatever you need, okay? If there's something that really needs to get done, do it later, okay? There you go. It's your daily motivation for the day. Did anybody ask? Did anybody ask? I don't care if you asked, okay? Alright. I don't know how to lay all this out. My OCD is killing me because there has to be a way to lay this out. Bro, how do they do it at ESPN? Hello, Super Lasek. I'm doing that thing where I notice if someone's a first-time chatter and I specifically make sure to say their name because I'm like, oh my god, I need to keep their attention, otherwise they'll leave forever. You know that? You guys ever do that in your stream? Oh damn! Sorry to those that asked. Bro, who asked? Who even asked? That's what I want to know. All I want to know is who asked. What if I do this? Here's a clever idea. What if we just make like a carousel? It'll be like Google what's it called? Google Hangouts. What if we do like a Google Hangouts layout? Copy transforms Control Shift C. Okay. So what do I make everything like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put 5 along the bottom. How do we lay this out? And then we put like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the sides. That's 9. Oh, wait. Yo, tits. Yo, tits, guys. I think I figured it out. Okay, so we got the perfect size, yeah?
You tits.
We got the perfect size right here. All right. So let's just lay that along the bottom. So we'll have 5 perfectly spaced out cameras, okay? And then this. And then we'll have a stack here. And then we'll have like me in the middle like this. And then we just have to prettify it, yeah? We just have to fix the spacing a little bit. Is that cool? Is that a clever way of laying it out? I would move the bottom to the top, but yeah. Yeah, well, that's why it's my stream and not your stream. So you do something like this. What if we had this up here? Oh my god, that almost fits perfectly. Wait a second, I need to add 2 more cameras and this will be perfect. I just have to add 2 more cameras and this is the perfect
Around the
layout.
corners, Daddy.
All right, guys, I have to purchase 2 more cameras and this is it. I gotta have more cameras. Or what if we do like that? Interesting. We're gonna catch on camera that ghost. Yeah, dude, it's like IRL Luigi's Mansion. That's why it's your stream, not a good stream. I'm sorry. Who's taking the time out of their day to look at what I'm doing with my life? B&H shopping time. Is this good? I don't know if this is good. I actually don't know. The bottom can be wide angle, filling 3 tiles wide. It wouldn't look very good. Like, that's what it would look like. Kind of like that. I mean, it looks cool specifically because this camera is like a room cam. But if you were to do this, right? Right? If you were to do the same thing like that looks dumb. Like that looks stupid. Well, you're missing out on all the ghost content, Nutty. You should make a Stream Deck button that just shuffles all the tiles around. Oh, dude, it could be like one of those puzzles. Could also line them up and just put a horizontal scroll on them. That would be interesting. I don't know how I would do that. Did you still have that wide angle lens? Which wide angle lens? This is the widest camera, the widest angle lens that I have up here. Then zoom out the canvas and put a scroll filter on the group. But then how would I swap out the focused camera? You know? This is so stupid. I'm never going to use all of these cameras at once. Guys, getting the second PC was the stupidest idea. I just made my life so much more complicated for no reason. All of this effort just for one person to come in my stream and be like, oh, that's pretty neat, Nutty. And that's it. That's the most I'm going to get out of all this effort. Maybe one person, maybe, will come in and be like, oh yeah, this is pretty neat. It's pretty good. Trying to figure out which camera. This one. This is the widest angle lens I have. I could just eliminate this camera. This is just my phone. Like, yeah, if I just turn that off, like, it's gone. And then we only have 9 to work with. Fisheye lens. I have a filter for that. Like a fisheye lens filter. Did check out Discord for my layout suggestion. I think it's the best way for 10 cameras in cause it has landscape and portrait. It would look cool for swapping them all. I could do that. Because the layout is very similar to this. But this camera wouldn't have to be so wide. I wonder how difficult it would be for coding purposes,
buddy,
though.
That is pretty cool looking setup anyway. Feet are cool.
Yeah, dude, feet are so cool. You've given me lots to think about, chat. You've given me lots to think about. Lord, I'm just imagining the USB bus your computer has to have all these cameras and stream decks. It's 2 PCs. See, I have 2 PCs. Both PCs have a CamLink Pro. So I have like 6 mirrorless cameras connected. And then this camera is a phone. So this is not even in this room. It's a 3D printer camera. And then this one is also a phone, which I'll turn back on. So this is just a phone. So like, that's how I get around that. He's back. There he is. Pet. Do you still have the Insta360? Guess which camera is the Insta360. Take a guess. I don't know how you're going to tell me which one is which. Tell me which one you think is the Insta360. Bottom right. Got the same Wave DX mic, but loving your setup. Oh, thanks, Lorelei Kerouac official. Third down from the top left. Left one, second bottom. One up from the bottom right. Raj Gamer was the first one to get it. No, ProCraft Gamin is the first one to get it right. It is indeed this camera. This is the Insta360 link. Don't tell anyone. I may have another webcam coming in. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I get that in. I actually shouldn't have told you that. So I didn't say anything. So I have the same camera. Awesome. I'm assuming it's the Facecam Pro. It's not Elgato, because if it was Elgato, I definitely would have told you guys. That's crazy how it all works so well. I need to get them gym stream PC and gaming PC together to try this. So one of the big, I like how this cable wraps around right around Samus's head. That's pretty neat. So the key to this setup is that is a second PC. So all the cameras that are over there, including this one here, is in a second PC. I will do a video probably next month about the 2 PC setup. Because if you look up tutorials for 2 PC setups, every single one of them will be one of 2 things. Get a capture card and like do this complicated ass setup with like fucking a mixer and everything, and then you have to be like a fucking engineer to put everything together. Or you have to use NDI, which sucks. I hate using NDI. It's terrible. My setup for the 2 PC setup is the best, and that's why you should watch my video and no one else's, okay? Don't even look at anyone else's videos. You should only be watching my videos, and then you should be hitting the bell, because that's what people say that you should do on YouTube. Oh no, now Nutty will have a webcam pointed to the monitor of Inception of Inceptions. Can you change scenes with heat sensor? When leaving room, it automatically changes to BRB scene. There actually is software that can change camera angles just by looking at them. It uses AI to detect if you're looking at the camera, and it will like change the camera to that camera. Hello, Ikra on the rocks. Hello, are you on the rocks? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you are doing right now? What? Yeah, I said what I said. What are you going to do about it? Hello, darkness, my old friends. You know? I can't wait to get the Facecam Pro. It's literally my next item on the list. I bought a bunch of stuff today that I shouldn't have bought, and that was a really big mistake, so that was fun. Good luck with swapping 10 cameras. I got as far as switching between 3 and couldn't get any further. Oh, trust me. I will do that one day when I have time. Speaking of having time, I should stop streaming now. I want to keep streaming, but I really shouldn't. So, I don't know what I should do right now. I have a fuckload of work to do this weekend, and I can't do any of it tomorrow because I'm not going to be home, so. Okay, what is this? I don't want to end the stream, but I probably will in 5 minutes, so talk about all of the cock that you want now, okay? Get me to say cock things, whatever that you want me to say. You have 5 minutes. Okay, what is this? Let's download that. There, guys. Everything will be just okay, okay? 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 So if you want to add that to your stream, there, guys. Everything will be just okay, okay? There, guys. Everything will be just okay, okay? Yeah, you can add that. It's in the Discord. I'll pin it. You can thank Sky for that. It's in the pinned messages of just chatting. Oh shit. "24-hour, everything will just be okay" stream. You challenging me? I'll do that. I'll do a 10-hour video of that. 10 hours of Nutty telling you everything will be just okay. You want me to do that? I'll do it. I know how to do it. I did that for... So one Christmas, I don't have the video, but I like to troll my family. And so I did this thing where I sent my brother on like a hunt. So what I did, because we all met up as a family for like Christmas or whatever, right? So we did the gift exchanges. And so I hid all of these messages around the home. And I was like, yo, go follow this path, okay? And it's like, look under the desk. Go into the bathroom, okay? Open up the cabinet, okay? So there's all these like messages. And at the end, I had a USB stick. It points, all of the hints point to a USB stick. And my brother's like, what the fuck is this? Where's my gift? And so he plugged the USB stick into his PC. And I don't have the video, but basically I recreated this video, except it was me. I did a 10-hour version of this, but instead of this, it's me. It was a 10-hour video of that. Let's see if I can find it. He probably has it. I'll see if I can find it and post it for you guys. It was like I actually had to look up some, like, I had to do some research on Stack Overflow on like how to actually do that. How to make a video that stitches together to be 10 hours. I agree, nut body. Cock nutty. I don't think you have enough cameras. Yeah. What a problem to have, you know? Hey guys, okay? Go somewhere else. All right? I don't want to end the stream, but I think I have to. I have so much fucking work to do this weekend, and I'm not looking forward to it. So much so that I would like to say I'll be back on Monday, but if you saw my Discord announcement, I will probably be taking random streams off here and there because I'm so far behind. I have to get 4 videos done by the end of the month and posted. The sponsors for the video are like, the sponsors for the videos coming up are like, dude, where the fuck is the video, homie? So you're gonna have, no matter what, there has to be before the end of the month 4 videos. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be live on Monday. Probably not. If not, I'll be back at some point. Okay, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. But I also need to get Patreon started. I'm giving myself a deadline that if I'm not done with my videos by Tuesday, then I'm fucked. Okay, because I need to do Patreon stuff for you guys. Anyway, guys, go away now. Okay. Stop watching. Do something else, okay, homie? Don't go on Twitter. Fuck Twitter, okay? Go. In fact, I'm getting rid of my Twitter bookmark. You can go away. Don't want to be on Twitter anymore. Thank you so much. Coming soon to a phone near you. Okay, who am I rating? Who's doing things that you guys should be doing? Can you review Raid Widget I sent you off stream Let me know what you think. If I have the time, I don't know. Bro, there's literally a lady just spreading her ass cheeks like in my recommended feed. Like just straight up. She's just on a bed spreading her ass cheeks. And like I'm definitely gonna click on it, but I'm just saying like why? Like straight up, she's just on a bed. She's looking at the camera. She's like spreading. Maybe it's one of those out of context things, but just like straight up. It's just you know, I'm not mad about it. I'm just, you know. All right, let's go raid. Who is streaming? Oh, someone is streaming Hentai Artist Time. What is up with my recommended channels? I promise I don't watch stuff like that on Twitch. Because if I did, I'd definitely be proud of it. Someone is just like Hentai Artist Time. Sounds about correct, streamer. Raid Friday. Okay. I'm gonna raid Friday. Are they Friday with an underscore? I don't remember. Yeah, they are, right? You pervert. No, guys, I'm not a pervert. I just really love porn, okay? All right, guys. See you later. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great weekend, great life, great stream, great wife, great family, great friends, great food, great pasta, great stream, okay? Thank you so much. Sayonara. Toodly ta-ta for now. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye, Seth. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I'll see you guys.